Hey, Kajaria. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all know I came on here. And I don't have anything really to say. I know I say the same thing every single day. Hey, Enoch. I say the same thing every single day. Well, basically every single day. I come on here and I don't really. Hey, Joshua. I was watching a video of you earlier dancing. I like that video. um, But I always come on here and be like, I don't got nothing. I don't have anything really to talk about. Hey, RJ. um, I could say that I had, today was okay. And Joshua asks, what happened to your hair? Well, Joshua, I don't know. I've seen you in here a couple of times, and I don't know. You probably have missed that. I was diagnosed with cancer back on Valentine's Day, and so is an effect from going through chemo. It makes your hair come out. So, um, that's what happened to my hair. So it was falling out very, very bad, and this is the this is the result of that. So yeah, that's what happened to my hair. Um okay, you'll be all right. Thank you for that, Joshua. I believe that, and I'll tell you, sometimes it's like a up and down battle. One minute I can believe it, and then the other one, it's like I waver just a little bit, not too much, but ultimately, do I think cancer cancer gonna take me anywhere? No, it's gonna take me on this journey that I'm going on, and there's a purpose in it. And somewhere along the way, I'm going to know what that purpose is, and I'm gonna walk in that purpose. So, so glad you came live today. It was hard. I lost my auntie today. On the whole vibe, y'all praying folks in here. Y'all already know. Um, um, Giving strength to my whole vibe. She lost her auntie today. My condolences go out to you. Um, and yeah, Jesus Christ. God is good all the time. Come on, Joshua, you better say it. He good all the time. And on the days that I get up and I don't feel like it's the best, I still try and find what was good out of that day. Um, and sometimes it ain't always easy, but ultimately that's the place I like to end in. I'll pray for your auntie. I'm a whole vibe. Yeah, thank you. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, sending some prayers out for I'm a whole vibe. Um, but yeah, today was I got this thing of where like I'm closing my eyes. It don't really mean like I'm sleepy or whatever. Gabapentin got a side effect that make you feel like you sleepy or whatever all the time, and sometimes it just feel better for my eyes to be closed. My eyelids feel heavy, heavy, heavy. I need all the prayers. My family is going through it. Yeah, I'm a whole vibe. I can imagine your aunt must have been one like a matriarch. Sometimes different people in the family show up um you know as the matriarch in the family. The glue. You always got that one person in the family that is like the glue to keeping everything together and everything. So I almost feel like that's the feeling that I'm getting from you as you speak of her. So but just know she always gonna be with you. No matter what. Just because they leave this earth doesn't mean they leave you. Always in the heart. Always and forever. You got her memories and everything she stood for to come right along with you every day that you move along in life. Period. um RJ, did you get to your list today? I'm still excited about where we what we're about to do, and maybe it'll open up doors. Phoenix, maybe it'll open up. I need to talk to you, Phoenix. We gonna talk after a while because I need to know how you did the thing, how you get the link and everything to do this because we supposed to fry chicken together. Well, I'm not gonna fry chicken, but I'm gonna do it along with RJ and show him how to teach him how to fry chicken. And so whole vibe, I hopefully you have the best night even in spite of where you are right now in life. I pray that God give you peace that surpasses all understanding. um but you have a great night. um but we supposed to fry chicken together on Monday. And so I need to know how to drop the link and then be able to have RJ up so we can, get this thing going with the chicken. You say you got half of it, just need the chicken now. Oh, okay then. Well, you good. You good. You good. You getting prepared. You drooling. Love you too, Kajaria. I pray that God brings comfort to you and your family. May He give you strength to endure, and may He give you wisdom and understanding to know that we all have a day. Amen. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you very much for that, Enoch. Always coming through with a prayer. And anybody that come through and need that on anytime, we got some praying people over here. But I almost feel like when we do this chicken thing, it would be because we all got different ways of doing things. Um so it's like once you learn, it's like this for me. It's like, okay, when I moved here, when I moved in to Orlando, I knew where uh one thing was I saw Walmart when I first got into Orlando, and I was like, okay, that's where I'm gonna be doing my shopping at until I learn how to get to other places. I was driving quite a ways to be able to get to that Walmart because I didn't know where one was closer, and I didn't think about like Googling stuff. But you know how like when you drive down a road and you're not familiar with this area, but you drive down the road and then every now and then you'll turn off on different streets or whatever, and then you start to learn the places. This is what happens if, say, you cook something one way and I cook something another way, or you don't know how to cook it. Now I'm teaching you how to cook it, but from that place going moving forward, um you will start to add things and do your own thing, and before you know it, you'll be teaching somebody else how to do X, Y, and Z. And that's one of the things that I love about it. I love to like give somebody something, and then it's kind of like in the garden. Like you show somebody, you tell them how to collect the seeds, how to plant it, and whatever, and then before you know it, they harvesting from what it is that you done taught them to do. So over here, like we always about growing. If you teaching somebody how to cook something or whatever, that still is a growing process. So anything that got to do with growing, um, like Fly Girl says, Miss Marjorie, keep going and growing. And I feel like if I get an opportunity to teach somebody something that I know how to do, I feel like that's growth. What y'all think about it? um, I can go live and show you on my phone step by step if you like. RJ messaged me and I can show you. Okay, so how about when I get cause Phoenix, I know you ain't about to, you ain't going to bed no time soon. Cause I know you, I can get up all time of night and hit it live 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You be on, hey Mia, you will be on, you be on online. So, but after this live over with, uh, I think I'll reach out to you. So like maybe we can maybe I'll just do like a practice live or something like that. I don't know if that worked better for you, or even if you just go live, that's the same. I can come over there and then you can show me. I would very much appreciate that because right now I'm not trying to. Now if I was doing StreamYard, I could go through StreamYard and do it. But I'm not paying no 40 something dollars for StreamYard right now, and especially my medications and all of that stuff is coming out of my pocket and stuff right now because this insurance and stuff is not acting right. It's like they behind in time or whatever. So until we get that figured out, no, I'm not paying StreamYard $45 to, bring people up or whatever. So we gonna use the good old easy the good old easy way or whatever. So, and I ain't did it in so long. I must say this, that right now it's like I ain't confident with going to. I can, cause you still can go through StreamYard even though like you ain't you're not paying for it or whatever at this point. But I ain't did it in so long, so it's just like okay. I just ain't gonna mess with it. So, but then I did like the way cause it's only gonna be RJ and I, just to talk him through this part of it so he can learn how to fry chicken. And anybody else that never had the experience of frying chicken before and you want to learn, now is the time to be able to ask your questions and watch the process of me. At first we was gonna fry chicken together, but my days is like I just never know how I'm gonna feel on certain days and like the fatigue and stuff that I have. And so it's just like I was gonna fry chicken with him, but I'm just like, nah, because my process a little bit different than what his is, and I can easily like talk him through it, and he can ask me all the questions that he want to ask me throughout the process and everything. And so I think this is gonna be fun. And then it probably lead to some other things, other people asking me, well, how would you cook this? And we can do this together. We can cook stuff together, even with or without me. When I do feel like doing certain things, then I will. I probably got like I think I only got one video. Maybe no, I got a couple videos on here showing how to cook things. I think I did cabbage one time, and I did what you call it, shepherd's pie. That's what I did. On here I have a video for those two things, but you know we be all over the place. All right, how you been? Ours, I've been pretty good. I don't got anything to really complain about. Not right now. I feel pretty good right now. Um that is the one thing I've never learned how to do. What, Phoenix? What you never learned how to do? Oh, and by the way, Phoenix, I seen Phoenix cook a casserole tonight. I think it was the night she posted a video of her cooking a casserole tonight. That casserole looked good. It looked good. Yes. Um, you cook broccoli greens. You cook broccoli greens for me. Broccoli greens. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna just speak on it and assuming what I think you mean by that. But when I grow and probably people don't really know that, it's like when I grow collard greens and broccoli, um I take the leaves off the broccoli the same way I do from off of my collard greens, and I cook them together. They both they taste the same. They are pretty much the same thing. They in the same family. They brassica, and so I use the both of them. You cook broccoli greens for me. Fried chicken. I never learned how to fry chicken. What, Phoenix? Well, girl, you need to go to the video. Go to the video from the live from last night. And We got the directions and everything on there of like what you need to do it. And Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, we gonna fry chicken together. Well, I'm gonna fry chicken with RJ. RJ gonna fry the chicken, but I'm gonna give him the directions of how to fry the chicken. So if on Monday or whatever day, it could be just a learning process. If you want to do it, or guess what, Phoenix? After I do it with RJ, then me and you can do it together if you want to. Take a day and we can. I can talk you through how to fry chicken. It's not that hard or no nothing, But if you want to do that, we can do it either one of those ways. It's up to you. Fried chicken. I never learned how to fry chicken. So that's what we're gonna do on Monday, and I just feel like this lead to other things of us cooking together, doing things like that. Me teaching you all what I know, and vice versa. We still learn from each other because I still think that even though I'm gonna teach RJ how to fry some chicken, RJ doing some different things. He gonna mill his own flour. I've never done that before. And when he first said, I was like, huh? I'm just thinking, go get you some flour from the store or whatever. He gonna do his own flour and everything. So like that's a different thing that I never heard of somebody doing that. So that's where we are with that. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Cooking chicken with RJ. I think that's what we gonna call that live. Cooking fried chicken with RJ. That's what it's gonna be. But yeah. What else? What else we need to talk about that happened today? I don't know. Y'all know I hate white noise, so I'll be like, okay, then I done said everything that I need to say. It's time to go. I'll hurry up and get off of here, or whatever. But yeah, I need to learn how to do that though, Phoenix. How to be able to bring somebody up here, how to post that link, or whatever. And I'm sure, like, I can play around with things and like figure it out. But I don't like touching on buttons. I don't know what's gonna happen because if I mess it up, then I may not know how to get it back right or whatever. So I don't be playing around. I don't play around with technology like that. Like I stay in my lane with what I know how to do. And messing with all these different buttons and these different things they got on here, like they got all of these little buttons and stuff over here is like I don't know, they got a lot of buttons and stuff that you can do from here. I guess it's saying you can do see, I don't know what that means. Do something look different on the screen right now, Phoenix? Because it's saying that like I can do a green screen or something like that. um I don't know. That's why I say I don't be wanting to touch on stuff and not knowing what in the world you doing, girl. I know what you can do. Messenger me. Absolutely, we can do that. We can do that too. Would it be better that way, Phoenix? If I hit you up on Messenger after we get off, because we can do that. I just need to know. I just need to know how to do that. And I'm trying to get out of like my nervousness name. Like I need to. Like I just need to know. Keep talking. It's like the white noise is just like, for me it's like Ain't nobody come on here to listen to you be quiet. That's what I be feeling like. So I be feeling like I need to fill in all of the spaces of of the of what it of the live. No quiet like that. So here still not really though. Just running through the bedtime routine with the kids, and I'm back and forth. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. Do you see that the green something showed up just then? Something just showed. Oh, that's crazy. Look at me and my grandbaby in the pool. It will literally take you 2 seconds. You'll learn it in a split second. I'll show you. Okay, then. Well, that's what we can do. Um, is I'll hit you up on Messenger after this right here. Can you see the green screen now? It's showing me a green screen of me and my grandson in the pool. Uh, he trying to get me to come get him, but he throwing water in my face as I come. A squirrel got in my oh my god, in my potatoes. I just covered it back up with some soil. It was still attached to the root. Do you think that's okay? Yeah, it's okay to cover it back up. Squirrels always doing something. Hey, kicking it with D. I know cutting your hair off was difficult, but you have a nice shaped head. You are blessed. Thank you. Live live luscious V. I think I said that right. Thank you very much. Yes, the process of going through it was I ain't never had a bald head before, so it's like I had to take baby steps to things, and that's what I did. I took baby steps to get there. I got a lot of people was encouraging me and everything, but um, you know, it's a whole bunch of different things that come along with it. You go to bed at nighttime, and now you wake up in the morning and your sheets are your sheets, and then you wake up in the morning and it look like a spider or something crawling next to you because your hair done rubbed out throughout the night onto a onto the pillow and stuff like that. So it's like it started to get crazy. And then somebody I have a lot of people that talk to me that have been through some of the things that I've been through, and I'm very appreciative of those people. They had the courage to, stand up and say, sometimes certain things you need to say to somebody, it don't always sound right, but as long as you have good intentions by what you're saying, it will eventually work itself out. So I had a lot of people just was like saying, just go ahead and cut it off. And some people wanted to say it but wouldn't say it because they didn't want me to feel they didn't want to feel like they was disrespecting me or anything like that. But what I took it for this time is that people were rooting me on to go ahead and just do it. Because, and somebody said to me, it can be pretty traumatizing to, because what was happening to me was I literally can do this right here, and when I bring my hand forward on my chest, I would have hair like somebody was combing my hair out or pulling it out, and so it was coming out even after I had cut it low in the low haircut. It was coming out in like clumps and just like falling on my chest or whatever. So it's like to see that was like traumatizing a little bit. And so to go ahead and cut the trauma off, let's go ahead and nip it in the bud. And I had a dream about go ahead and get rid of it, and that's what I did. I got up the next day and it was time to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, it was time to let it go. Now your green screen kicked me in. You said it right. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, so let me see what else. And the thing is like I feel like I'm embracing the bald head. And somebody literally said today, and it had already been in my mind already. Um, y'all ever seen the cartoon Little Bill? I looked at myself and I was like, "Girl, you look like Little Bill." You know, I always make up like little jokes. And one of one of my subscribers said today, up under my video, my short from earlier today, "Girl, you looking like Little Bill or something like that right there." And I couldn't do nothing but crack up and laugh about it. But because I had already thought it already, and for somebody to come out and say it is like I can't even tell you how long I sat here and laughed about it after they said it. So thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Hey, Sauce, how are you? um Liv, you do the same thing. Thank you for coming through and showing some love with us for a little bit. Um, so yeah, that's at this time right now. It's like I don't know. I have all of these scarves and stuff right now, but I feel like I'm embracing the bald head so much as that. Um, and I say scarves, but they head wraps and everything. I got so many of them. I think I got at least 50 head wraps right now. But I haven't had the urge to like wear them or anything. I still love my head wraps. Like that's like my thing. I love head wraps. I like a little something to go around and everything. But right now I just feel like I'm embracing where I am right now in life. Thank you, RJ, for the flowers. Thank you very much. Love the new style. Thank you very much. Oh Lord, I don't want to mess. Can I call you Beats? I don't want to mess up your name. I'm very happy for you. You look wonderful. Thank you very much. But I think that once the it start to cool off and stuff like that, I'm going to go back to wearing my head wraps. Probably not every day or no nothing, but I am gonna wear my head wraps. I got so many of them. Some of them I ain't never even wore before. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to wearing them. But right now it's like I'm good. I'm good looking like Little Bill. And you have faith that can move mountains. You can call me whenever you like. You can call me whatever you like. Oh, okay then. Well, I'm gonna call you Beats because I don't want to mess up the first part of your name, aesthetics. But I'm gonna call you Beats to make sure I don't mess that up. Yeah, so like one of my subscribers said, and it was Kim. It was Kimberly that said it, but it was like I love the vibe of like it being like a sister type thing or whatever, because somebody might take that and receive it as disrespect. But I feel like with Kimberly saying that, it was like she's been paying attention to like how I move, the things that I say, me not trying to take cancer is a serious thing, but trying not to be so serious with it. Because let me tell you one thing that I thought about today. I can have cancer, and while I'm here worried about cancer gonna take me out, you just never know in life what the plan is for how you're gonna make your exit. Because I can be riding in a car. um Anything can happen, and I'm sitting here stagnant in life, worried about this this one particular thing, and then I don't worry about it all this time, and then it ain't the thing that, it is a thing, it's something that's happening. I know it's happening or whatever, but to let it consume my life, no. And I thank God that so far in this walk, it has not consumed my life. It's the thing that I'm talking about right now, because it is it is a part of my life. I wish I could talk about some. I wish I had other things on the forefront of whatever. But I feel like, because I come on and I talk about, the things that's happening to me or whatever, and to me it's like, um I have like a peace that surpasses all understanding. And that doesn't mean like sometimes things come up and everything. Like I didn't get I didn't I didn't get good news after having an MRI like 2 weeks ago. Um by other standards, maybe I shouldn't be smiling, maybe I shouldn't be laughing, or um maybe I should be somewhere crying or whatever. But I'm telling you, I got the bad news, and I dropped a couple of tears, but by the time I left chemo and went on about my way, I'm very thankful that, and maybe it's because of all of the stuff that I've been through in my life, that I'm able to handle that, get the bad news, handle it at the moment, and be able to get back to reality, and not just stay and just let it beat me up over and over and over again. So I'm thankful that I have a spirit, and if I had to go through all the things that I went through before in my life to get to that place, um, kudos to the past. Good thing you're not other people. Praise God. Yes, absolutely. Good for you. I know that path. I'm happy you found it and walked through that direction with God. So many ways we can choose and go. Absolutely. It's like I can come on here and cry and whine to y'all all day long. Who wants to get the news that your cancer has spread? Like, it's a blow in the moment, but I'm not finna stay there for a long time. Enter. My kiddos came through for a second. Um, but yeah, I think that when you go through something like that, you have to make a choice in your mind. I can understand you getting knocked down. I've been knocked down so many times in my life. It's like, for me, it's like I get sick of it, and I do come on here and I talk about how I got knocked down. Um, But I think it done happened so many times. Like one of those punching bags where you punch like what you get for the kids. Like they punch the thing, get rocked back, and then it stand back up. I feel like that's like the kind of person I am. Is like I'm constantly getting knocked down, but I don't stay there. And of course, I'm looking for my season where I don't get knocked down no more. And sometimes I get to places where I feel like, God, haven't I had enough already? Why? do this keep coming? And absolutely, I do say why. God know what's in my heart and everything. A lot of people say don't question God, don't ask God, but He also said we have not because we you have not because you ask not. I think I got that right. RJ, let me know if I got that wrong or right, because I might be quoting something else. But and I'm human, I make mistakes. But um I got times when I get mad at God for allowing some of the things to happen to me, but also I got other reasons to be very thankful because before this stuff happened to me and it happened back to back to back the way that it did, um, I had a warning that this was coming, and so because of the warning that I had, there's like a little bit of me that's scared to believe the message that was sent to me prior to it. But because, and then there's another part of me, when I say like little bit, I'm talking about like I'm 95% sure, I'm, you know, confident that it's gonna work out that way. But it's like that little bitty tiny corner that's over there that, you know, that make you question something. You know, like you going to do something, maybe you're gonna get the job. It's like part of you feel like you're gonna get it, but it's still like this little bitty percent that's over here that's scared, that may, and especially if you are in need or whatever, this part of you is over here scared because you don't know if you're actually going to get it. It's kind of like that. So it's like because of the message that I got and the things that I was shown prior to me getting my diagnosis and everything, um all I see for the most part is it working out for my good. I'm just waiting for that time. I've been saying forever. Um, you know, this gonna be my year, this gonna be my year, and all it is, every time I claim this gonna be my year, the year end up being jacked up. But I also know I'm saying it's jacked up because the things that's happening to me is absolutely crazy. But thank God that I have the strength to go through it. And I do believe that after I've gone through, oh gosh, that's a big mosquito. He must have done bit me or something. I don't know. Um, After going through it, I believe that there is something better for me on the other side. I just do. Um, I believe a lot of stuff gonna turn around. I don't think that I have to go all the way through it and get to the end of it for my results to change. I see myself being blessed in the midst of what it is that I'm going through. And that it consists of, if somebody having a bad day and I can talk about where I am and it changes a hurt or something that they going through, I can't tell you how blessed I feel when God used me to pick somebody else up or give somebody else something that they need. To me, those are blessings. Um, so I'm not talking about like it have to be like something financial, something materialistic, anything like that. Um, I like being used. Not necessarily by people, but I love being used by God. And that doesn't make me be a perfect person. Because I'm telling you, there's times you're going to come on here and you're going to see an imperfect person. I've been working on saying cuss words and stuff like that, but every now and then I'll pop up a cuss word, just like last, not really a cuss word, but like last night RJ was saying that we can fry the chicken and they can microwave it the next day, and I was like, hell no. You know you ain't doing that. So every now and then, you know, I am a person, I still have flesh, I still have stuff that need to come. I'm not a perfect person. Sometimes my thoughts ain't what they supposed to be or whatever, but I'm a work in progress. God using me in the midst of all of my flaws and everything is a blessing to me. And if I can walk through a year where me sharing what's going on with me and it helps somebody else, then I'm walking through the year being blessed the whole entire time. You know, that's a blessing for me. Um, hey, Miss Darling. Um, saw you were on and wanted to say, I don't know why, cause like I can see it shows me when you up under the shorts, it have one name, and then when you come on when you come in the chat, it shows a different name. I don't know why you do that, but hey, Miss Darling, thank you so much for all of your support. You don't want to be let down. No, I don't. And right now I'm in a place, a lot of people don't even know my story. Like, um before the cancer thing came about, I've been in isolation for a long time, quite some time now. It's been a little bit more than a year. I'm staying here. I'm here um on me and my husband's property, but me and my husband is not together. I'm staying in one building and he's staying in another building, and it's like a lot of times of the day I'm here, I'm by myself. But I also understand, it's like, I am a loner. I understand that I've been let down so many times in life that it'll push you to a place of where you just need to be alone and just be. And I can say, I'm saying to you that I'm alone, but right now I'm really not alone. I'm this walk I've been walking with God, not blaming everybody else, but searching myself too, trying to find out if is it anything that I can do different or I can do better. Because just because somebody else doing something don't mean I moved in perfection. I want to find the flaws that I have, and I want to correct them. So I'm going through this mentally, um alone, essentially. When I first started out and everything, I got my family, of course my family and stuff come through, help me doing all kinds of things. I've been all kinds of places and everything. And so now it's like time to, like, I'm settling in and just like here. But I've been through a lot. Right, Miss right, Beats. I don't want to be let down, but I do from time to time. I love that he walks with me right where I am and who I am. I try to not walk in shame or guilt or burden, because he done died and rose for me. He is for me. He is coaching me and growing me. All of those things, I believe you have done that for me tenfold. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. And really, when I see it, it's like I hear me talking and I hear me saying something. And again, like I said, if I can give somebody some encouragement with the things that I've been through, I am so grateful. Because truly, in the midst of it, I can be honest and say some of the things I be coming on here trying to make my burdens lighter. And it's almost like to say you're going through some of those things and find out that there's thousands of other people that's out there that's gone through some of the things that you're going through, but they not quite where you are. They still weighed it down, or they fighting, the shame. What you just said, RJ. You don't want to walk in the shame. You don't want to, be burdened with the things that you come through. Well, when I came here on YouTube, let me tell you something. I had suitcases with about 10 people's luggage, clothing and stuff sitting on the back of my neck, weighted down. And it was almost like I was looking for permission for somebody else to say, girl, go ahead and free yourself. I didn't know what to do with it, because I've never been in a place where I can just free myself. I done kept all of my stuff, writing in journals and all of that stuff, and everything I done kept it to myself, because it's shame that come along with it. Girl, you crazy. You let this stuff happen to you. I've even had to go back and think, okay, if you crazy for letting this stuff happen to you, then if you're faced with a 20-year-old versus a 5-year-old, then what you gonna do with that? I literally had to ask myself questions and stuff like that to, and I know nobody placed that in me to ask myself those questions except for God, to make it make sense, because everything in life I learned to beat myself up about it over and over and over again until I had to learn something different. So if I can teach somebody, and I can't say I'm perfect in that either, because there's still times in my life that I beat myself up for things that you can't go back and you can't change it for nothing. You can't change none of that stuff for nothing in the world. It just is what it is. Walk in it with your head high. Apologize if you need to, and forgive yourself and keep going. Absolutely, beats. We are vessels. We are vessels, and yeah, you have strengthened me when I was weak. You have empowered me when I was small. Um, I'm glad that the stories that I am telling, or have told in the past, has given you strength to, because Phoenix, I literally see you as a very, very strong person, and I see you. After a while, you gonna bust out. You gonna bust out of that the shell that you in, and you gonna scream your story to the top of to the top of the mountains, and everybody is going to hear your story. You gonna, like you roar, you gonna roar like a lion, you gonna blow the trumpet, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's so freeing to do so. But I'm telling you, where I started from is the embarrassment, the shame. I'm My stuff is on here. I got to about age between the age 11 and 12, and then I paused because um I don't feel a push in that area yet. And some of the things that I need to say about the ages between 11 and 12, I still have a vindictive spirit in that area. Now I can tell you that I can be honest about that. Like, I can see the person, and I can say not just the person, but it's a particular story that is like, I feel it creeping up. But this is something that I'm trying to not tell, like, in a vindictive way, like you getting back at them or something like that. And I'm trying to keep in mind that vengeance is not mine. Um, but I'm telling you, my flesh is still there. Um, you can. There's been times like this, me and this person can be face to face, and it's like I know just the things that I can say to, like, eat them alive, and still be that I'm like, I dare you to say anything. And the smile that I give with it is like the vindictive thing that I feel. And um and all at the same time, that does not give them a pass for what they did, because whether I'm being vindictive or not, the person was dead wrong for the things that they did to me. And I told part of the story, but there's another part of the story, from back in time. So I'm not in a heavy place right now where I'm concerned with so much concern with that stuff. But I know it's like inching forward, and there are some things that I done to prepare some people, because I know this story gonna come out of my mouth. I know it is. But came on here and I told him how to, crying tears and everything. And I'm sure when it comes to this one right here, the tears gonna flow or whatever. But yeah, like you did something and you kind of want to do it different the next time. That's kind of where I am with that. So, oh, I miss some people. Hey, coffee cakes. um, and then then you give your burdens to the only one who can handle them. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And sometimes I don't know how to give them to them. I'm telling you, beats, I'll take them, and I'll be like, God, you don't got to do nothing. I'm going to handle this. I'm going to handle this. And sometimes I got to be honest. Sometimes for you to handle it and to click on them and go off on them, cuss them out, probably slap them. Sometimes that stuff feel good under the circumstances of what you have done, because the things that been done to me in my life, and I know there's many people that have heavier, much heavier stories that I have, but it's just like I haven't caught a break in between, like since the age of 5. And I can't, like now it's like when I got up to like age 18 and 19, it's like things started to get better for me. I start to like have more boundaries and stuff with the way people treat me and stuff like that. But all of that stuff before, it can be very traumatizing to you, and you can tote it alone, and it can make you very, very angry and make you do some things to some people that does not belong to the person who you taking it out on, but they just don't know. This person done been through a whole lot of stuff, and don't mess with them or know nothing over there, like they in their little corner. And some people just don't know not to bother with you, because you got something that I have things in me that have made me like blackout before, and I just don't care about what it is that I'm doing in life. And it's been a long time since I've been in that place, but I still know that I have some little things. I not no little things. I still have great things on the inside of me that need to be worked out, because truth be told, I just said this last night. It's only been a year and a half that I just had my last fist fight. Not proud of it. My uncle let me know right from the beginning. He was like, you wait to get to this age, after you done went all of this time without fighting and working with yourself, because when you go through some of the things out of fighting is like your thing right there. It's like that helped me get some stress up off of my chest when you can fight. And it just something that happens for the moment, and I promise you on everything, it still don't change nothing. That heaviness is still there. You just done took a little bit of your stress out on somebody who you weren't supposed to take it out on, but it's still gonna be there. And that's, I can tell you, I done been through all of that with the anger and all of that stuff right there, and it didn't change anything about that thing still being there. Hey, Crystal. um I'm so glad you feel that way, Phoenix. We were jungle buddies for a bit back in the day. Happy for you. They probably getting off real light. At least you are aware of your actions. I really love how you leave room for the Lord and His anger. Yeah. And I can tell you that this has been like a a a road that I'm taking, and I'm intentionally, because I'm trying to do it different. Now I done said some things to this person, and yeah, but I've been preparing the people who I need to prepare before I speak on this situation, if I ever even get to that place, because maybe God don't want me to talk about it. I don't know. I'm just treading very lightly, because right now I know, see how I can have that. This smile can be a beautiful smile, but it can also be a vindictive smile. When I want to do something, my flesh, and I can still feel it, like my flesh want to do this, because I feel like I owe you. I feel like I owe you for what you did to me. But and let me tell you something. When I'm telling you, I'm speaking about one person right now, between the ages of 11 and 13. I'll stretch it out a little bit. Um, yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it different this time. I really do. Whew, yeah, I want to do it different. So hopefully and prayerfully, um, I'm able to do that. You know, there's a line of people like, mm, yeah. Um, I think I'm gonna move around, move around that. But thank you for coming through, Beats. Appreciate it very much for joining in the conversation and talking with us over here. That's what we like over here. You have a great night. How are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good, Kajaria. I mean, I remember when I chose into the ugly and did so for a time was part of my healing. I needed to break something, and I did, and would. Yeah, it's just even me sitting here just thinking about it. It's just like, girl, get away from it because, like, the wheels start turning, and I hate when the wheels start turning. Is like, I want, because there's still literally times I won't get back. I won't get back because I'm not the same person that I was when I was that little girl or whatever. And when you become an adult, it's like you fighting for the little child that was in you. And when I tell you, I got a lot of people that I could fight about what happened to me when I was younger. I got a lot. There's a line of them. A line of them. And I keep saying, it's like, when I think about it, it's probably like it's probably about 8 people. About 8 people that I could literally in my mind before I've said it. I was trying to set it up so that I can eliminate somebody before. Am I proud to say that? No. But it is the truth, and it is the kind of anger that you can tote along with what happens to you, especially when you have your own kids. Then you start to see your kids grow up, and you thinking about this kind of stuff happening to your kids. um it can almost make you feel like it happened to your kid, but it actually didn't happen. It happened to you because you seeing yourself in those ages or whatever. And so it's like, I'm telling you, when you fight these kinds of fight, it is. And so, yes, for me, I get tired of getting knocked down and having to bounce back up. But I thank God that I am able to bounce back up. That's what I will say about that. I know, I know, right? How? Yes, me too. Me too. Gotta get away from it. Yeah, yeah. Something, it just comes up out of nowhere. And I know how when one if I start having dreams and stuff about it and it keep me up at nighttime, then I know those are the times when I needed to get it up off of my chest, because now it's a burden for me. And what I ain't willing to do, even though I done held on to this stuff. And really, I haven't held on to this stuff in my everyday real life, because there is people that are around me that I done screamed to the mountaintops, and they know all of these stories or whatever. But when you come to the internet and you share it with the internet, that's another level. Another level of people knowing what had happened. So for me, it's like it's getting to that point to where, like I said, for Phoenix, sometimes you got to go to the mountaintop and scream it. It ain't time. It's not a time to protect anybody else. They didn't protect you when they thought about it. They didn't apologize for it. They try to tiptoe around like it never happened and all of that stuff. And sometimes it ain't even about them. It's about freeing yourself, and that's been a hard place for me to get to, is sometimes freeing myself, because I'm often thinking about other people so much. And yeah, now it's just be a time of where I need to be a little bit selfish, and I need to protect me. Take care of me. That's what I'll say. Right, I don't want to turn Hey, hey, now, Phoenix. I don't want to turn the other cheek. This cheek over here already hurting. I don't want to turn down another one and let them snap me on this other side. I'm ready to stand for the little me. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to turn the cheek. And that's one of the things that I always told God is like, um, I think the hardest thing would be for me is to live by that rule to turn the other cheek. Mm-mm. Yeah, I ain't in a place of letting nobody slap me. Not even on the first cheek. Some words just came to my mouth. You slap me, it's gonna be on. Yeah, so just the thought of it. The dreams always felt so unfair, especially the one. Me and Phoenix done spent some nights up where I couldn't go to sleep at all about certain situations that was happening in my life. No sleep whatsoever. And this was just last year. No sleep for about a good 2 months. And it's not the first time that it happened to me in life. I mean, literally like driving you crazy. No sleep. So yeah, I don't want to keep going back to those places protecting somebody else from what happened to me. I want to be able to free me. Yeah, the dreams are like crazy. Like you go to sleep and then they wake you up and you sit straight up and then you don't want to go back to sleep because and the kind of dreams that I'm talking about, some people may think we talking about a dream that, oh, I woke up and I'm having a bad nightmare. Let me get up, go to the bathroom, and probably get me a drink of water or something, and then go back to bed. No, the kind of dreams that I'm talking about are the dreams that you lay your head down and you jump up from out of that dream, and if you lay back down to go back to sleep, that dream picks up right where it left off at. Anybody else have the dreams like that right there? It's like the dream is never ending. Like even in my sleep, really. I always held on to the story of Joseph and his coat of many colors. Hey, Ru. Hey, Ted. So yeah, dreams for me, those are when I speak of dreams, those are the kind of dreams that I'm talking about, where you go to close your eyes and it don't work. Get up, walk and pace the floor, pace the floor, pace the floor, and then you like, okay, I'm gonna go back and try it again. I'm gonna try and lay down. Then you go back and lay down, and then it's like, then this dreams turn. It turns from, now it's not just a dream. It's like now it's like you going into like a panic attack. You breathing, your breathing is different, and it's like, oh my gosh, oh my god, and it's like every time you go back and try it, it's like heightening whatever it is that's going on. And if you search yourself, you know that there is something going on, and you hide it. You're protecting that thing, and it's time for it to come up and come out so you can free you. I done been in that position so many times. So I'm saying, if you having those kinds of dreams and everything like that, it's time to free you. It's time to free you. I can't tell you how many times that I went through that. I told y'all before, I was having a dream where somebody was chasing me and they had a knife in their hand. And it's like every time I went to sleep, this dream must have went on for like 7 months. All the way to the point was just like I was losing it because with no sleep, the mind starts to do a whole bunch of other things when you don't get sleep. But it was like every time I closed my eyes, the person kept getting closer and closer and closer. Phoenix, absolutely. The anxiety to the panic attacks to the ER trips. I done been to the ER a couple times. When I wasn't getting no sleep before, my niece done took me to the hospital. Other people done took me to the hospital a couple of times before. The embarrassment that you feel when you walk in there. Me no longer so much. I don't get embarrassed when it just like I be fighting it, having to go to the ER and to work through these things for them to have to prescribe you something to get your mind right and all of this here stuff like that. It used to come along with a whole bunch of shame, a bunch of shame, until I was just like, at this moment, I don't care who think I'm crazy or who looks at me. I'm going through what I'm going through right now. This is real for me. And you don't know, you don't have a clue what I'm going through. And you know what? Some of those people who you think judging you or may judge you on the outside of it, those would probably be the people that couldn't handle what it is that you're going through at that, at those times, because it's a crazy roller coaster. And I know the people that's in here speaking, I know they absolutely understand I know they absolutely without a shadow of a doubt understand everything that I'm saying. I would go I would go to war. I wouldn't have it. I said to God, no, you will heal these because you are my God, and you go before me. And I pray over my bed and my room door, then eventually my whole house. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I done been through all of that stuff. Where you can't even get the peace on the inside, and you go out to the yard and you start walking around the yard 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, just pacing back and forth out there because it feel like there's whatever's going on. You feel like it's inside of your home or something like that. So yeah. He didn't remove them, but he gave me a person to walk through it with. Then talking through it, talk through them, heal me, and then one day they left. Man, oh man. And see, RJ, see, like that story, like you give him, he give you somebody to talk to be able to handle that situation that you in. And I was telling my niece one day that had I not been through those things before, it's been some other situations that I done been in, and you know that where I say to you that it feels amazing to be used by God. Had I not been through those things, now I'm finding know that there's a purpose in it, because I haven't gone to school for it. No, nothing. I've had the experience, and because I know what I needed or I know what I felt in that moment, for me to be standing face to face with somebody else that's having one of those panic attacks or those anxiety attacks or whatever, for you to know how to connect with a person at the moment that something like that is happening, I don't got no other words to say for it, but except for it's a beautiful experience, if that makes sense to somebody. Even though what's happening right now, this is not a feel good thing or no nothing, but you can appreciate that I went through this right here for such a time as this right here. You can be there to mentally connect with somebody and know at the moment, I know what it is that you need, or at least I think I know what you need because I have been here before. And sometimes just the sound of your voice or the sound of somebody's voice that's calming to the rage or the confusion that's going on inside of your head is key. Because at that time, when you're going through a panic attack or anxiety attack, it's 100 million things running through your mind at one time. But if you can get a calm, soothing voice to tell you about the reality of what's really happening in the world instead of what's happening inside of your head, can make all of the difference. So me going through those times and everything, um, is essentially the same thing I'm saying. I know that there's a purpose and for what it is that I'm going through right now in life. See, just like there's other people that be in that subscribe to me or that be watch my shorts and stuff like that. I know some of those people went through before me and able to come back and tell me that they've been free, they've been cancer free for 14, 15, 18 years and all of that, and they know God can do it. It's hard for a person to witness to you that ain't never been through anything in their life, because they don't know what your pain is, they don't know what you've been through. But I'm very thankful and grateful for all of those people that come through and share their stories with me, give me the courage. It's like going to the gym and lifting weights. Every time one of them tell me how they went through it and how they went through this stage of cutting off their hair, just go ahead and do it. You're gonna be okay that it happened. Why can't I tell you that this ain't just people screaming to me about cut your hair off that ain't never been through it before? See, that's the gift in it. They already went through it before I did. So when you've been through something like that, and when you can be in the comments and you can tell me, go ahead and cut that hair off. Because see, sometimes when you read stuff that's in the chat, you can feel the energy of the way they saying it to you. And some of them have said it with authority. And sometimes you can say it with authority and you don't care what anybody else think about what it is that you said. You can say it the way that you said it because you know you already been through it. And I can tell you, go ahead and cut it off, because it's going to be so freeing. Had I known that it was going to be freeing the way that it was, I would have went ahead and did it just the way that it is. But I'm pretty sure me sharing my journey, there's somebody out there that's coming behind me that will go through that same thing, but not feel so good about going through it the way that they going through it, and see my story and possibly encourage them to go ahead and cut it off. Go ahead and cut it off. Whether it's something to do with cancer, maybe it got something to do with a person. Take your gradual steps and cut them off. You'll still be okay. It's many ways you can take one story and apply it to a whole bunch of different situations. It's a lot of us in situations that we need to go ahead and cut it off. In some situations we don't need to cut it off. It just is what it is. It's no longer serving your purpose. Go ahead and do what it gonna do. So, here I done got into this whole spiel, and I feel really good about the conversation that I had with you all tonight, because I really, like I said in the beginning, I ain't got nothing to talk to y'all about, but you see what nothing turns into. And it's only because when I come in here and I don't have anything to say, but I feel like I'm supposed to go live or whatever, I always invite God in, and it's like, okay, if you got something that you want me to say, go ahead and let's roll with it. And sometimes I feel like, that's why I say I hear the white noise, and it's like I'm uncomfortable with the white noise. I'm putting it out there, so eventually I'm gonna be comfortable with, okay, we having white noise right now, let me grab my little thing until the next thing come up and saying I ain't that nervous about the white noise or whatever. I feel like it's supposed to just come to me and flow like that, and right now that's not a place that I'm in right now. It just don't come like that. I have to pause and wait and let the white noise speak until the words come forward, and they will. And whoever this message or this conversation was for tonight, because I know there's a purpose in it. I thank God for using me to be able to say it to you. So I thank you all for joining over here with Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. We are also called the High Class Gardeners over here. And why we are the High Class Gardeners, because we believe in growing in every way, on the inside and on the outside. Grow your own food. But the high class part just means that we don't mess around with no bugs, no snakes, no worms, and no frogs. Now we got a couple of them over here that mess with those kinds of things, because you know when you don't deal with those kind of things, they have to get them and weed them out of the garden so we can continue the work that we're doing in the garden. And if you're interested in growing and going, then you can become a high class gardener too by just subscribing, turning on your notification bell, um, and become a high class gardener too. And those of you that came in and you forgot to hit the like button, hit it for me if you don't mind, and I definitely will appreciate that from you. You all have an amazing night. I'm gonna pray you have the deepest, best sleep of your life tonight, and you're so refreshed when you wake. Thank you, RJ. Thank you very much, and I received that. That's exactly what I'm gonna have tonight. Y'all have an amazing night. See y'all next time.